Hey guys, welcome back to Snobby Beer Reviews. I am Max Bang as always, and I'm joined with Bobby Ross. Thank you for coming, Bobby.
Oh, not a problem. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's always a struggle to try to get people to come drink beer with me. I gotta twist their arms. But today we're drinking, I think it's pronounced, I'm guessing because it's French, it's Terrible, but it's terrible. This is from Unibroue, I think it's pronounced Unibroue, but this is classified as a Belgian strong ale, and I really don't know that much about it. I kind of just grabbed it by the name alone. It's very dark, just a hair of light coming through.
Yeah, it's just on the edges, it seems like.
Yeah, and when I first poured it, the head was probably like 2 fingers, off-white, kind of eggshell, but it pretty much dissipated by now. It's gone. It's just a little bit of a sliver of head left, but just a big old strong dark beer, it looks like.
Yeah, there's really not much more you can say about it, since you can't see through it, and it was a very light amount of foam, but it looks pretty healthy. And
yeah. Maybe a little bit of lacing. We'll see as I drink it, but it looks like there's kind of quite a bit of bubbles coming up too.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty carbonated. It's got a yeasty smell, and it's got that licorice smell that you said.
Yeah.
A little bit of coffee, I think, too.
Yeah, it's got a very kind of heavy dark flavor to, or smell to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit of chocolate in there.
Yeah.
Maybe some fruitiness.
You can slightly smell the alcohol, but I'm not exactly sure if that's the alcohol or just like the kind of licorice heavy smell to it.
Yeah, just the strength. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, the mouthfeel. Pretty. It's medium high thickness. You know, it's not like syrupy at all.
Yeah.
Minimal carbonation, especially considering it looked like there was going to be a lot more, but not that much.
Yeah. It really feels like it's very comparable to a wine. That it has a very warm feel to it when you first put it in your mouth, and it's also a bit dry. Mm-hmm. So it seems very close to that.
Yeah, not so much in the flavor, but just the feeling of it feels very similar to a wine. Even the carbonation, like a really lightly carbonated wine.
Right. Yeah.
Because like we said, there's really not that much carbonation in this.
It seems a bit similar to a porter beer as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the kind of dryness of it.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing that I'm getting is it's like this kind of sugar cane, I'm assuming that they use the Belgian candy or the whatever the Belgian
candy rocks or
whatever
they are. Yeah.
So it's got that kind of sugary candy flavor.
Yeah, I can definitely taste that.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost getting like a pepper, like a black pepper kind of taste a little bit, or just kind of like a spicy taste. I can definitely taste the yeast.
It really seems like the flavor of it is not very layered or anything. It seems like what you taste, like the first taste, it kind of just remains that way throughout it. So
yeah,
there's not very many dimensions to it.
Yeah, not the most complex beer, I don't think. I'm almost tasting like a either banana or a bubblegum, just something I'm not quite sure what it is. I probably got bubblegum on the head because we were talking about that beer earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe like a banana almost flavor, kind of in the back.
I can almost taste that. It just seems like the initial initial flavor of it kind of masks everything else.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it does kind of have a very kind of flavor of either sugar cane or some kind of brewer's licorice to it.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure what to pin it down to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do taste that licorice.
a very like faint level of fruitiness to it. I really couldn't pin it down to a certain fruit.
Yeah.
But it definitely has that like very faint quality of it.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, because it is dry, it's almost like as soon as you start to taste something, it kind of disappears because of the dryness.
Yeah.
It doesn't really hang around in the mouth that much.
Yeah.
Once you take a drink.
It kind of seems like once you take a drink, it kind of just are left with that dry flavor, which makes you want to drink some more.
Mm-hmm.
But every time it's just like kind of left to that dry kind of wine flavor to it.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a bad way to get me to finish it or anything. So,
right. Yeah, actually, considering this is 10.5%, you don't taste any of the alcohol. I don't, anyway.
No.
Other than the warmth from it, I really don't feel the alcohol.
Yeah, I really can't taste that. I think I really just taste the dryness of it.
Yeah.
So it's very, very strong in this drink.
Mm-hmm. What kind of score do you think you're looking at? 1 to 5?
I think on this one I would give it a 3, but I also feel like it's not comparable to like an average like craft IPA or stout beer.
Right.
It's certainly in its own kind of league of like a kind of specialty, like share with a friend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I would give it a 3 out of 5, but that's not to like knock it down or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, yeah, 3 out of 5 is not bad.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with the 3 out of 5, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 too.
Okay.
This really, it's not like a spectacular beer by any means. It's not, I'm not going to run out and buy 5 more bottles of this, but,
right.
I would buy another bottle of it. Well, we gotta finish these beers, but that wraps it up for this. I think it's pronounced Terrible. If my sophomore year high school French class taught me anything, but we'll just call it Terrible. So the Terrible beer is not terrible. It's a 3 out of 5 from both of us. That's it. I appreciate you watching. You know what to do. Grab a beer, leave a comment. I will see you next time, and cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yep, not a problem.